Stephanie Vaquer's real full name is Ana Stephanie Vaquer Gonzalez. She was born on March 29, 1993 in San Fernando, Colchagua Province, Chile. Vaquer holds both Chilean and Mexican citizenship. She's a supporter of British motor racing team McLaren and Premier League football club Manchester United. She attended Villa Centinela School until 4th grade in 2004 before moving to San Antonio, Valparaiso region. There, she completed her primary education in 2006 at Movilizador Portuarios School. In 2010, she graduated from South Pacific Maritime Commercial Institute. Vaquer began training in Chile for a career in professional wrestling under pole slandering and debuted at age 16 in February 2009. Her earliest documented matches occurred in August 2010 at small events in Chile, where she wrestled under the ring name Dark Angel. At the age of 19, Vaquer moved to Veracruz, Mexico and received further training under Ricky Marvin, Ultimo Guerrero, Gran Apache, and Villano Ivy. She made her in-ring debut in Mexico at a Chilanga Mass card on December 22, 2013, where she was defeated by Heroina. During a tour in Merida, Vaquer suffered a triple nose fracture, which forced her to stop wrestling for 2 years, during which she worked as a waitress at a restaurant. In 2018, Vaquer made her debut in Japan, wrestling 5 matches for the women's promotion World Wonder Ring Stardom from July to August. Later that year, she was part of a tryout for WWE, which was being held in her home country of Chile. Vaquer began wrestling in Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre (CMLL) in Mexico on August 9, 2019, becoming CMLL's first female South American wrestler. She was initially a seasonal guest for CMLL, as she alternated her time in Mexico with wrestling matches in Chile and Japan before joining the promotion full-time. In February 2023, Vaquer formed a tag team with Zuxis, defeating Las Chicas, Indomable, La Jarochita, and Luvia on March 21 to become the first Occident Women's Tag Team Champions, marking Vaquer's first title in CMLL. On March 4, 2023, Vaquer filed a criminal complaint against then AAA World Trios Champion Rogelio Reyes, best known as El Cuatrero, who she had started dating when both worked for CMLL. According to the complaint, Reyes choked her and threw her against a wall. On March 9, CMLL released a statement stating that they energetically condemn any form of violence against women and reiterate our commitment to promote a life free of violence and harassment in our staff and attendees to our arena. On March 10, after a show for AAA in Aguascalientes, Reyes was arrested on an arrest warrant in Mexico City and charged with attempted femicide and domestic violence. On September 16, at the CMLL 90th anniversary show, Vaquer and Zuxis defeated Las Chicas Indomables again, this time to become the first CMLL World Women's Tag Team Champions. On September 29, at Noche de Campeones, Vaquer defeated La Catalina to win the vacant CMLL World Women's Championship. On November 14, Vaquer had her first successful World Women's Championship defense, defeating Luvia. On April 27, 2023, New Japan Pro Wrestling announced that Vaquer would represent CMLL in a 4-woman single elimination tournament on May 21 at Resurgence to crown the inaugural Strong Women's Champion. At Resurgence, Vaquer lost to Mercedes Moné during the semi-final of the tournament. On November 10, at Lone Star Shootout, Vaquer challenged Mayu Iwatani for the IWGP Women's Championship, but was unsuccessful. On March 10, 2024, Vaquer wrestled on Night 2 of the 2024 Cinderella Tournament hosted by NJPW sister promotion World Wonder Ring Stardom, defeating Julia to capture the Strong Women's Championship, thus becoming a triple champion between CMLL and NJPW. After successfully defending the championship against AZM on April 12 at Windy City Riot and Alex Winza on May 11 at Resurgence. On May 17, 2024, Vaquer debuted for Revolution Pro Wrestling on Fantastica Mania UK Show 1, defeating Kanji. On the second Fantastica Mania UK show, Vaquer successfully defended her Strong Women's Championship against Ryo. On the May 29, 2024 episode of Dynamite, Vaquer made her AEW debut, confronting AEW TBS champion Mercedes Moné. Vaquer made her AEW in-ring debut on the June 29 show of Collision, defeating Lady Frost. On June 30, at Forbidden Door, Vaquer failed to win the TBS Championship from Mercedes Money in a winner-takes-all match, and also lost her Strong Women's Championship in the process. On July 10, 2024, it was revealed that Vaquer was leaving CMLL for personal reasons, with both the CMLL World Women's Championship and CMLL World Women's Tag Team Championships being vacated in the process. On July 10, 2024, WWE Senior Vice President of Talent Development, Creative, and Head Booker of WWE's NXT, Shawn Michaels, announced that Vaquer had officially signed with the company and was assigned to the NXT brand, making her the second Chilean to sign with WWE. She made her WWE in-ring debut at a live event in Mexico City on July 13, where she defeated Isla Dawn, who was still working for WWE at the time. Vaquer made her on-screen debut appearance via satellite on the September 24 episode of NXT during the in-ring press conference between NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez and Julia. Vaquer made her televised in-ring debut on the October 15 episode of NXT, defeating Ren Sinclair. At NXT New Year's Evil on January 7, 2025, Vaquer won a fatal 4-way match to become the #1 contender to the NXT Women's North American Championship. On February 1, 2025, at the Royal Rumble, Vaquer entered her first Women's Royal Rumble match at number 24 but was eliminated by Nia Jax. At NXT Vengeance Day on February 15, Vaquer defeated Fallon Henley to win the NXT Women's North American Championship, marking her first WWE Championship win and becoming the first Chilean and South American woman to win a championship in WWE. She was confronted by NXT Women's Champion Julia, who claimed that she was the greatest champion in NXT, to which Vaquer declared that it must be decided in a winner-takes-all match, which was made official for NXT Roadblock. At the event on March 11, Vaquer defeated Julia to win the NXT Women's Championship, becoming the first female double champion in NXT history. On April 1st episode of NXT, Vaquer relinquished the NXT Women's North American Championship, ending her reign at 45 days. On April 21, Vaquer made her main roster debut on the Raw after WrestleMania 41.